Hello to all traders and welcome to this Thursday's Market Insights video on FX Miners. We're going to have a look at Euro Pound today and also the dollar against the Swedish krona because we're expecting unemployment data from Sweden to be released today. Brexit uncertainty remains highly elevated. We're not really reaching any conclusions. Now, it is likely that talks are going to continue beyond the EU summit despite Boris Johnson's calls for having something rigid by October 15th, which is today, by the way. So that is likely to keep, at least for the pound, volatility at high levels. Now, France announced curfews to control somehow the increasing cases of coronavirus in Paris. Now, yesterday, what we also had, we had Trump's speech at the Economic Society of New York. He said, we will deliver the drug. Actually, he said that the vaccine will be ready before the elections. Whereas on the other side, we have Mnuchin saying that talks are not leading anywhere in terms of a fiscal stimulus. So these two, you can say, are, well, pretty much just counterbalancing one another, which means volatility is likely to remain high. Now, if we're going to get a stimulus before the election, this is very unlikely. Are we going to get an antidote before the election? Well, I don't really think so, despite the fact that Trump actually supports that view, or maybe he's just using it as his campaign message to get a bit more voters, since he is trailing Biden for around 9 points. Euro pound, what I've been looking, well. We were looking at this. Actually, I was looking at this to be an A, B, and a C, right? Well, it's still very possible, but since we've had this corrective move down here, right, I think we are moving into an impulse to the upside. So I believe that wave 2 ended here. That makes this an impulse wave to the upside, right? So then let's just go a little bit closer to have a better view over here what's really happening. So we've got the first minor move to the upside done, right? Sharp and alternation with the W, X, and Y, zigzag with an ending diagonal here in wave Y04. This looks like to me a double zigzag. We've got the first one done. We've got the X as some sort of flat, and then we've got waves A and B of this zigzag done. So I'm expecting this to be now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? So either we're going to get the 100 extension or prices to go even lower down to the 0.8888, which is the 161 Fibonacci extension of waves A and B, right? So I would expect prices to either start, slowly turning back up and break outside the channel, for at least the previous high initially, or we could be looking for prices to move lower if we slide below the median regression, all right, of this descending channel, and that's going to take us probably to around 88, 88 as I said before for wave 2. This is going to be also double bottom, wave 4 and wave 2 at the same time, which is actually happening quite often. It's seen happening quite often. Now, we do see some sort of signals on the RSI and MACD, right, that are signaling an upside. But I wouldn't be surprised if we are also looking at the 1 hour time frame if we had another slides lower down to take out this, to reject this trend line channel, right, and then start moving higher. So I would be expecting for prices to either break above the trend line to consider some sort of short and medium term longs, or in case we move below the median, this regression over here, I will be looking for the 0.8977 to provide further clues, right? A break off could take us down here. A bounce could take us all the way back up here, because at the end of the day, we could see this developing into a triple zigzag, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either. Now, as I said, another pair I wanted to have a quick look at is the dollar against the Swedish krona. And for this, we're going to zoom out a bit, actually. We're going to go out on the 2 days, just so you have a look at what I am looking. at here, right? So to me, this is a W, X, and Y, right? So now this is an A, B, C, right? Well, we've had this A wave done, and wave B very close to the previous high. Most likely we're going to go at least back down to the previous low registered by wave A, which is below the 6 psychological handle, right? Now, A, B, and C, okay? And over here, if we just go further lower down now to look at the 1 hour and what is really happening in the short term, we're going to be able to actually, let me go into the 2 hours. This is looking a bit better. We've got one, yeah, we've got two, multi-structure move to the downside. Like this is wave 3, this is wave 4. Okay, perhaps we're going to see this remaining within this channel for a bit and then break down for wave 5. Right now, this wave 5 is going to be a continuation, okay, to the downside. It's going to be, as I said, we're going to expect this to be intermediate wave 1, and then we're going to have 3, 4, and 5 for wave C of this correction, right? So what I'm looking at here, if we just take wave 2 and 3, right? So we are looking, since we done the 38.2, but we missed the 50 Fibonacci retracement. Like I will be expecting prices, okay, to start moving higher to take out the 50, right? Potentially we want to see a rejection at the top channel, but before that happens, obviously we need to see a rejection at the bottom first, right? If we don't see rejection at the bottom, it's very likely that wave 4 ended here, and we are going to continue lower. This is this is a W, X, and Y, if that would be a 4. Otherwise, it will be, in case we extend higher, this is going to be a triple zigzag, okay? And then we should be looking for prices, again, as I said before, to start moving lower. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any questions, as always, do not hesitate to comment. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.